Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing some recent pickups and also what I picked up at the London Card Show. Before I get into my latest mail day and pickups, I did recently rip 3 boxes of H2 Chronicles, and to be fair, there wasn't many hits. We've got one later on that's not shown, but most of it is your usual load of rookies, loads, and then obviously you've got circle parallels, loads of them as well. A nice Zaha green wave there, Lanzini. Then a nice circles, Alexi Salamakers. A nice green wave, Darwin Muchez. And then a lovely green wave red rookie, Thomas Pavega. Back to Stuta historic ticket, nice circles, Osman rookie, Sergio Ramos circles, Skamaka circles, and a Pedri red rookie. So nothing really special out of any of them. Moving on to another nice little one, Santi Cazorla. Obviously, one of my favourite Arsenal players of all time. But obviously, lovely Spain immaculate patch. As you can see here, this one is player worn. So, obviously, not as good as match worn, but at least it is player worn. I know one of my good friends, El Toro, was wanting that one, but I got it from our good friend LGL Breaks. You can try all you like on this one, but already redeemed it. So, this is one of my first pickups from the mail day. A signature Prism Silver from the World Cup of Benny White. This one, from lucky enough, is number to 199. Picked that up for about $4 over in China. So moving on to some of the pickups. Obviously, you see in my last video a lot of Gabriel Merlin pickups. So I got this Gabriel to 25, 19 to 25. So still working on the rainbow for that one. Moving on to this lovely, you don't see much numbered, nice Jack Wilshere stuff. A lot of his stuff is actually in West Ham colours rather than Arsenal or England. So when I see this one, obviously, UEFA Euros 2016, what was in France, orange. And that one there is 15 of 20. So I'm a big fan of that one. Very cheap pickup, this one, very cheap. These next two were a lot, and I think it was about $2, if that, $1.50 for both. So Terrace Hero, Laurent Koscielny, numbered 11 of 100. Obviously, Premier Gold, this is from back in 2016. And obviously, not everyone's favourite Arsenal player of all time, but what a player he was as well. Numbered 70 of 100. Alexis Sanchez, obviously, he's from exactly the same set from 2016. I thought for the price of it, might as well pick him up. Moving on to one of the newer players at Arsenal, that is Fabio Vieira. This is from summer signings. Big fan. I really like him. I think he's got a lot of potential when he starts getting game time rather than always just off the bench. But numbered 48 of 49. And these summer signings normally they're quite cheap. I think it's about £3 this one. But I actually really do like it. I know that the Merlin 98 has just come out, and there's some lovely cards in that one as well. Moving on now to another lovely pickup. I personally think the orange prism design is one of the best out there. So being able to pick up a Nicola Pepe to 25 Scorers Club, which I just think is one of the nicer looking cards, 10 of 25. And okay, he's not at Arsenal anymore. Still, he's our record signing of all time, but I still think he's a very good player. So I'm very happy to pick that one up. Moving on now, Frida Mornan. Obviously, another women's chrome card. You don't see much over here. Probably, in my eyes, the best player for Arsenal this season so far. Numbered 8 and 99, but the greens are such a lovely card. And moving on to the last one, this pickup before I get into more of the London Card Show pickups. Got this lovely Gabriel Revolution. Numbered, believe it or not, to 10. I know a lot of people see Revolution. They might just think this is like a base card, but this is numbered to 10, so it's perfect for the Gabriel PC, especially trying to pick up some more of his low-end stuff. The first one from the London Card Show, and I've got to say a big thanks here to Jason El Toro Cards for picking me this one up, which is a pink Prism Lotta Woba numbered 48 of 150. Like I say, I'm always on the lookout for women's chrome stuff, so I do really appreciate that one. And all of them always go welcome straight in the PC. Picked this up with the guys over at TradeWe when I done it was a bit of a bulk deal, and I got this one thrown in. So it was literally, I think it worked out at 50p. Obviously, it's non-numbered. This is the pink Prism from this year's World Cup, but it's another perfect one for the collection. Moving on now to obviously Welling collectibles. I always look at when I do go to the card show, and I always pick up a nice bundle from him. So got nice Tony Adams super players, Mikel Arteta in the Everton colours, lovely black ball there, slight white chipping which is expected for these stickers. Obviously, I think this was probably around the 2007 mark. Frederick Ljungberg, obviously good old Freddie. 2000, this was before the red hair and then he shaved it all off, but Euro 2000, one of his earlier stickers, in quite good condition. I think there was just one corner I was a bit concerned about. This one I thought I'd pick up because it's quite a neat, something different. Legendary Arsenal badge, I really like this. First Division Football League club badges. Arsenal's nickname of the Gunners stems from the days in which they associate the old Woolwich Arsenal. The cannon is shown on their badge in keeping with a club that is one of the hot shots of the First Division. Presented by Tony about 1972. So anything that pre-exists me by about 20 odd years, I'm always interested in, especially the badge. And I'm thinking, even if this gets an authentic, I might get this off to SGC. So I think that could look really cool, slabbed up. Up next, one obviously the man who needs no introductions himself, Mr. Thierry Henry. This one is from Euro 2008. I just thought it was quite neat. Obviously, you don't see many Henry action shots, especially in the French colours. Haven't seen this sticker for a while, and obviously in decent condition, so I thought I'd just pick that up anyway. Bit is the same with this one, really. Super Mikel Arteta with the Fazmele sticker, auto 2006. So, and I don't care what anyone tells me with this guy, he has not changed in 17 years. It's ridiculous how this guy is not changing, but what I thought I had to add it to the sticker. I've got another nice pickup Arteta to show you in a second. Obviously, Jens, before he joined Arsenal from Borussia Dortmund, Champions League. One of the nicer Champions League sets. I've seen a lot of Omris and Bergkamps go for quite good money when graded. Moving on now to another Tony Adams. Always has to be in there. Merlin 98. And I thought what was quite fun about this is obviously, even though it's very different looking, but this is what the new Merlin theme is from the created set. So it's quite cool. And then I just thought I'd pick up this cheap Martin Odegaard. Obviously, this one is from like the build up to Euro 2016. So it's amazing to think that this guy's already been around for this long, but obviously now captaining up Arsenal. Another one of the arrivals this week, and a thanks to El Toro again for now. Got this out in Spain, but obviously this actually can be graded in SGC, but obviously it's supersized. But it's a very early Mikel Arteta from 2001. Obviously you can see it all in French there, but I think it's fantastic. Obviously there's not much of him in his PSG style. I know there's one sticker which goes for a nice bit of money if you can find it, but when I see this I thought that had to be picked up for the PC. Moving on now to a bit of a bulk deal that well, not even bulk deal, it was 4 cards picked up from Martin from Card Sales. So first up, a nice little cheap Thomas Partey Mosaic 2.99. That's 61.99. Obviously midfield general for us this season, but Mosaic, I like the red on blue as well. Moving on now to a matchups from the 2018, no, even 2014 World Cup. Number 2149. That's number 122 of 149. Radamel Falcao and Neymar. Obviously, I mainly picked this up for this guy here because I've been trying to pick up some nice little Nene stuff. Falcao, though, legendary striker. All right, didn't really work at Man U or Chelsea, but still, to get a numbered matchups, this one, there's a slight mark. I'm going to take it out just to show you. Right here on Falcao's shoulder, there's a slight bit of the film's come out, so I'm going to have to work out how much that's going to affect my grade on that. So I was originally going to get that graded, so I might have took a bit of a loss on that because of damage. Moving on now to a Hector Bellerin from Select 1718 on-card auto. I've been meaning to pick up an on-card auto, and funny enough, the next card as well is an on-card auto. So Hecky B, I really do like Hector Bellerin. Always been a fan of him. Obviously now at Sporting Lisbon after departing Barcelona in January, but always wishing the best of well. And I've got quite a few nice cards of his. And then this one's probably one of my favourite pickups recently, especially in the in probably a few months. National Treasures on-card auto, 10 of 99. Eduardo da Silva, obviously from Croatia. Timeless talents. And what a player he was before the leg break. And I'm going to just take this out just to show you just actually how nice the foil on this card is. It's such a lovely card. Like I say, it's going to be magged up. With these cards, they're prone to chipping anyway. So bottom left and top left are slightly chipped, but really doesn't concern with that card. On-card auto, Eduardo da Silva. And then moving on to the last two. Obviously, I said to you earlier that I hit some nice bits in the Chronicles, but these two are obviously a bit different. So a big thank you to the guy Tosin Adebayo who did sign these at the London Card Show. I bought this one out in the States for like $2. Obviously, you've got the lovely on-card auto now, so it's a lovely one. But then at the H2, obviously the green waves of the chase, and I just think this card looks magnificent. It's one of my favourite cards in my PC now. Such a nice guy for signing them. I do really appreciate that again, Tosin. But such a lovely card, the green wave, and now with the auto on it as well. I think this one I'm going to be sending off to PSA to get it. Well, I hope they should be verifying the auto site. He signed it in person, but I think it'll look really good in the slab. So yeah, some really nice pickups. Also got this London Card Show stand, which was from the guys at Third Down Displays, with the first tops now from the Sandown show, and then obviously Jude Bellingham, LeBron for breaking the record, and D'Angelo Russell, who's returned back to the Lakers. And stay tuned because that is the next video of going through my D'Angelo Russell PC. But until next time, guys, hope everyone out there is doing well. Happy hobbying and stay safe.